This week, streaming platforms are dropping some of the hottest movies and TV shows you need to see. And on this channel, we make it easy by bringing you only the best so you don't waste time searching. Let's jump into the top 10 most anticipated releases coming to streaming this week. Number 10. For All Mankind, Season 5 2026, Apple TV+. Season 5 leaps forward as humanity pushes deeper into space, expanding massive colonies and launching daring new missions. Political conflict, technological breakthroughs, and moral debates shape humanity's cosmic future. Personal relationships clash with world-altering decisions. Survival depends on trust, innovation, and sacrifice. Space exploration becomes increasingly dangerous. Each episode blends emotional storytelling with large-scale sci-fi spectacle. The risks grow as ambition outweighs caution. Ethical conflicts redefine leadership and loyalty. Stunning visuals elevate the emotional impact. Streaming March 27, 2026, exclusively on Apple TV+. Number 9. Pretty Lethal. This action-packed thriller follows a group of elite ballet dancers traveling to a major competition when their journey takes a dangerous turn after their bus breaks down in a remote area. Stranded and vulnerable, they soon realize they are being hunted by a group of armed criminals with unknown motives. Forced to rely on their physical training, discipline, and teamwork, the dancers transform from performers into fierce fighters. As tension rises, each member of the troupe must confront their fears and push beyond their limits to survive. The film blends elegant choreography with brutal combat, creating a unique mix of grace and violence. Personal rivalries within the group add emotional depth as trust becomes essential for survival. The story builds toward an intense showdown where survival depends on strategy and unity. This movie delivers a stylish mix of action and suspense with a strong female-led cast. Where to watch? Available on Amazon Prime Video from March 2026. Number 8. Joe Nesbo's Detective 2026, Netflix. This dark crime thriller adapts Joe Nesbo's gritty literary universe, following a deeply flawed detective battling brutal serial crimes across Scandinavia. The story plunges into morally complex investigations where justice and obsession blur. Each case unearths psychological trauma, social corruption, and chilling human motives. The detective's personal demons collide with high-stakes murder cases, intensifying emotional pressure. Stark cinematography and bleak settings amplify the haunting atmosphere. Twisted criminal minds challenge every deduction, leading to unpredictable outcomes. The series explores guilt, addiction, grief, and redemption. Each episode unfolds like a slow-burning psychological nightmare. Suspense builds through layered storytelling and shocking revelations. Streaming on Netflix in March 2026. Number 7. Anaconda. This modern reimagining takes a meta approach, following a group of filmmakers attempting to create their own version of a classic giant snake movie. What begins as a creative project quickly spirals into chaos when they encounter a real deadly anaconda in the jungle. As the crew struggles to survive, the line between fiction and reality blurs in terrifying ways. The film mixes comedy with horror, delivering both absurd humor and intense creature attacks. Each character brings a different personality, adding to the chaotic dynamic as fear sets in. The jungle setting amplifies the danger, turning every moment into a fight for survival. Unexpected twists and self-aware storytelling keep the tone unpredictable. Ultimately, it's a wild ride that balances laughs with deadly stakes. Where to watch? Released in cinemas and later available on digital platforms/streaming, varies by region. Number 5. Do Not Enter. This horror thriller centers on a group of social media influencers who venture into an abandoned, mysterious hotel in search of viral content. What starts as a fun exploration quickly turns into a nightmare when they discover they are not alone. Strange and terrifying entities begin stalking them through the dark corridors, feeding on their fear. As panic spreads, the group's relationships fracture, exposing secrets and selfish motives. The hotel itself feels alive, trapping them in a deadly maze with no clear escape. Supernatural elements heighten the suspense, creating a constant sense of dread. Each attempt to escape leads to even more horrifying encounters. Number 4. Goat is an animated sports comedy set in a colorful world of anthropomorphic animals, following a small but ambitious goat named Will Harris who dreams of becoming the greatest player in a high-intensity sport called Roarball. He gets a rare opportunity to join a professional team dominated by bigger, stronger animals, forcing him to prove that skill and determination can outweigh size. Aesbo struggles to earn respect from his teammates and overcome self-doubt. He pushes himself to change the game and challenge expectations placed on him. The film delivers a classic underdog story packed with humor, fast-paced sports action, and emotional moments about perseverance and believing in yourself. With digital rental or purchase options in Prime Video and Apple TV+. It is also expected to stream on Netflix a few months later, making it accessible for home viewing later in 2026. Number 3. Daredevil, Born Again, Season 2, 2026, Disney+. Season 2 intensifies Matt Murdock's war against crime as chaos consumes Hell's Kitchen. New enemies rise, pushing Daredevil to brutal emotional extremes. Political corruption, violent conspiracies, and psychological warfare dominate the narrative. Relationships fracture as sacrifice becomes unavoidable. The season explores guilt, rage, and moral compromise. Brutal fight sequences deliver relentless action. Emotional trauma reshapes Matt's identity. The city itself becomes a battlefield. Dark suspense fuels every episode. Streaming March 24, 2026, exclusively on Disney+. Number 2. Send Help. This survival thriller follows a group of individuals who find themselves stranded in a life-threatening situation after a disastrous event leaves them isolated from the outside world. With limited resources and no immediate rescue in sight, tensions rise as they struggle to stay alive. As the environment becomes increasingly hostile, the group must work together while battling fear, exhaustion, and mistrust. Secrets begin to surface, revealing hidden agendas that threaten their chances of survival. The film explores human resilience and the psychological toll of being pushed to the brink. Each decision carries life or death consequences, raising the stakes with every passing moment. Unexpected dangers force them to adapt quickly or face fatal outcomes. The story builds toward a gripping climax where survival depends on sacrifice and courage. Number 1. The film builds toward a chilling climax where survival comes at a heavy cost. Where to Watch, released in theaters March 2026, expected to move to streaming platforms later. Mike and Nick and Alice. This sci-fi action comedy follows two small-time gangsters and the woman they both love as they navigate one of the most dangerous nights of their lives. Their situation becomes even more complicated when a time machine enters the picture, turning a simple criminal job into a chaotic time-bending adventure. As timelines collide, the characters are forced to confront alternate versions of themselves and their choices. The film mixes humor with high-stakes action, delivering unpredictable twists at every turn. Relationships are tested as jealousy, loyalty, and survival clash in extreme ways. The criminal underworld setting adds tension, while the sci-fi elements keep the story fresh and inventive. Fast-paced sequences and witty dialogue drive the narrative forward. It all builds toward a wild and explosive conclusion where time itself becomes the ultimate enemy. Where to Watch, streaming on Hulu and Disney+.